Hello students. So students, in the previous class in the chapter that is living things and their surrounding, we were talking about the characteristic of the living thing. And we have discussed that lot of different types of characteristic, including that they show growth, they shows they used to eat food, how food is necessary from them for them, as well as we have seen that they used to excrete also. So in the last class we were talking about the process of excretion that they used to show. Although we have seen the respiration process and the other processes also, let me remind you about the excretion that we have studied. In this, students, we have seen here one thing, and that is excretion is what? When we talk that process of excretion, it means we are talking about the removal of the waste material, okay, from the living organism. Waste material, yes, the unused part. So you know that all the living organism, they used to take food item, they used to drink water also. So when we consumed anything, then what happened? The food material which we consume, or even when we respire, so we used to take in the gas. So that is oxygen. So when we take oxygen or when we eat food, our body use it and help in getting energy or nutrition from that of the food, and through the process of respiration from that nutrients it obtain the energy. So this whole process occur, and at last what happened, there are some unused part of the food, and as well as the unused gas is also released, that is known as the carbon dioxide. So this unused food or this unused gas is what? It is a waste material. Okay, it is a material which our body do not need. Okay, so such kind of a material should be removed from our body. What will happen if suppose we will not going to remove such kind of a thing? So if we are not going to remove such kind of a thing, such kind of a waste material, why we are calling it as a waste material? Because when you leave it, then if they will remain present in your body, so they become toxic. They become poisonous. So that is why we are saying that it is what? Now it is a waste material. Our body do not need it. So it is very necessary that it should get removed from the body. So the removal, the process by which this unused or the waste material removed from the body, either through urine or feces, or even when we respire, we used to release the carbon dioxide. So this all process help in getting rid of this waste material from the body. So this is the whole excretion. Now we have seen that how the human being or the living organism excrete. So we used to excrete by discharging urine. So the waste material, including some salts are there, also get removed. Now solid waste is also formed in our body. So such kind of a solid waste, it is removed when through this excreta, in the form of excreta or feces, okay, from the body. Now not only this, we need oxygen. So oxygen is necessary, but the carbon dioxide which is formed due to the process of respiration, it should get removed, because we do not want carbon dioxide. So it should get removed from the body. So when we used to exhale means when we give out the gas, then what happened? From our nose, carbon dioxide came out. So here, this is the excretion that is shown by the human being or the animals. Now we were talking about the excretion happen in the plant. So you see that in case of the plants, two type of a method is shown. The first one is the photosynthesis and second one is the respiration. In the process of photosynthesis, what happens, students? During daytime, sunlight is necessary and they used to perform the process of photosynthesis so that they are able to make food. And for this process, they used to take the carbon dioxide. So during day, they need carbon dioxide and finally they releases oxygen. So now this oxygen is what? it is a kind of a waste material, especially in the daytime for the plants when the process of photosynthesis occurs, because it starts releasing the oxygen. Now, not only this, okay, so process of photosynthesis in which carbon dioxide is used up in making the food. So plants, they have made the food. Now they want the energy from the food. And for making the food, carbon dioxide is necessary. At that time, oxygen is the waste material, so it gets removed. But to get energy from the food itself, from the food which is prepared by the plant, they need oxygen. So now this oxygen, it help in the breakdown of the food and help in releasing the energy as well as carbon dioxide. Now this carbon dioxide should be removed by the plant also. So when the process of a respiration occurs, especially during the night, then carbon dioxide is the waste material, but oxygen is a useful one. Okay, and during photosynthesis, oxygen is a waste material, but carbon dioxide is the useful one. So this happens in case of the plant. Now exchange of the gases, exchange of this waste material, how it occur? With the help of the stomata. So let me tell you that in daytime, photosynthesis occur. Photosynthesis occurs. So the oxygen is a waste material. Oxygen is waste material. Waste materials means waste gas, you can say. And it happens during daytime. And during night time, respiration occur. Respiration occurs, so the carbon dioxide is a waste gas. And gas exchange takes place through the stomata. Through the stomata of the leaves. Okay, through the stomata of the leaves here. So this happens in case of the plant. So here now we had discussed only that how the gases is released, how the gases or the waste gases is removed. Like we have seen in case of us also, that we used to take oxygen and release carbon dioxide. What is the other thing which the plant they used to excrete? So plant used to excrete a lot of a waste material, but these waste materials, the students, like a shading of the leaves. So it's a kind of a seasonal in which they used to shade their leaves, or they used to the fruits also get shaded off. It means felling of the fruits, and even the peeling of the bark. Bark, you know, it is when you look at the plant become mature, become a tree. So bark is that outer portion, outermost part of the plant. So the peeling, it used to come out. So peeling of the bark is there, and felling of the falling of that of the fruit. These all are what? These also shading of the leaves also. These all is also a kind of a waste material which the plant they used to get rid of. In spite of that, there are some other things by which plants used to remove it. So these can be a kind of a liquid. So we can write it that some of the plants are there. Some of the plants, they used to keep the waste material in such a way. Some of the plants store some of the waste material. Some of the waste material or waste products. Waste products in such a way that they do not harm the plant as a whole. That they do not harm the plants as a whole. Like bark is there. Okay, so peeling off bark, then felling off leaves, felling off fruits, students. So felling of the fruits. So when did it happen? Felling of the fruits occur, students, when the fruits get ripened. Okay, so it becomes a kind of a waste material, because here we are removing the material from the body, and that is why we are calling it as a kind of a waste material, or it's a kind of a is a process that is a means excretion, means a kind of a excreta. Okay, so plant do not use it, so we can say that's a kind of a unused part or the waste material. Okay, peeling of the bark is there, or shading of the leaves. Shading of the leaves. Okay, so felling of fruit, shading of the leaves, peeling of the bark, these all are what? These are such kind of a waste product which remain stored in the plant, and they do not cause any harm to the plant. Okay, so we can say that it is also a kind of a waste material which a plant used to store it, which used to keep it, and it will not going to harm the plant. There are some other also that some waste product are there which is actually the secretion. It is used to secreted by the plants. Includes gums are there, or resins are there. So these are the example, students. Even the latex, you have heard about the latex also. So the plants, they used to release these kind of a waste material in the form of a secretion. Okay, so these secretion also get removed through the part of the plants. Okay, so we can write it, and that is some plants remove their waste product. Some plants remove their waste products as secretion. Okay, so some plants are there, they used to remove their waste product as secretion. Okay, and what are the kind of a secretion? The plants secretes a large number of waste product. Number of waste products. Okay, like what kind of a waste product, students? So gums, then latex is there, Then resins are there. Resin. Okay. Okay. So these are what? These are a kind of a waste material which is removed by the plant in the form of a secretion. So actually plants, they used to secrete these all materials, including that of the gum, latex and resins. So you will see that the plants sometimes from the stem, from the branches also, even if you see the trunk, students especially, you will find the gum and the resin and even the lettuce also from the stem of the plant. So this all are what? There's a kind of secretion, the waste secretion, waste material which comes out from the plant in the form of a secretion. Okay. So although it is not useful for the plants they do not use it as a kind of a waste material. That is why they used to secrete, they used to release it outside. But these things, these waste material are useful for the human beings. So we can write it. These plant waste are useful for the human beings. Okay, so these are useful for the human beings. Okay, so this was all about the excretion process that occur in the plants. So we have understood the term excretion. We have understood that how excretion occurred in case of the animals or that of the human beings. And we have also seen that how the plants, they used to show the process of excretion. Now let us move on and try to understand then another topic, student, which is the characteristic of a living thing, and that is reproduction. Okay, now let us see the next characteristic, and that is reproduction. Now, when we talk about the reproduction, what does that mean? Reproduction, it means the process by which the living being, they used to give birth to their young ones, or they used to produce a new member of their species. Okay, so it can be a plant, it can be a animal or a human being, anyone. So the reproduction, it means the production of a new member. That new member should be of the same type. It means if it is a human being, then human being give birth to their human being only. Animals, they give birth to their same type or same species, belong to that species. Okay, so reproduction is what? It is a process in which the new member, it came. It is a process by which a new member came. Okay, so we can write it that the process in which living organism produced new member of their species. New members of their species. Okay, so the process in which the living organism they produces new members in their species, that process is known as the reproduction. Okay, now although the reproduction definition is the same, student, that is a new member coming of a new member of the same species. Now of their species, what does that mean? I told you, if it is a human being, so human being species is a human being. So human being, they used to give birth to a human being. So that kid, that child belongs to the same species. Okay, like a cat will give birth to a kitten. And then kitten is what? This is the kind of a cat. It look like a cat. Okay, if a dog is there, so dog give birth to a dog itself. Okay, so we can say that living organism produces new member, but that new member is of their species. Now, the definition is this, but the mode of reproduction differ from the species to species. Now, there are species which used to give birth to their young ones, and there are species which used to lay eggs. So, if we talk about the birds, students, so birds are there which used to lay egg. But if we talk about a human being, or that of the cat is there, or the dog is there, okay, or an elephant is there, or a lion is there, they do not give lay eggs, but they used to produce their young ones. Okay, so we can write it that the mode of reproduction is different for different animals. The modes of reproduction different in different animals. Okay, different in different animals. There are animals, so we can write it, some animals give birth to their young ones, reproduce by giving birth to their young ones. By giving birth to their young ones. Okay, as well as some animals reproduce by laying eggs. Okay, so they reproduce by laying eggs. Okay, so these eggs finally it will get hatched into the young ones. So they used to reproduce the young ones, but before that they used to lay egg, and then the young ones it came out. So you can see that in both of the cases they are giving birth to their member, but the ways are different. Here the directly birth of the child occur, but here first of all an egg came, and this egg it hatched, and finally the young ones came out of it. So the mode of the reproduction, it is different in the different animals. Okay, now if we talk about the human being, so human being give birth to the babies. And as they give birth to the babies, what does that mean? It means they are giving birth to their young ones. Okay? We can understand this with the example of the animals. So, cats, dogs, cows, then lions, elephants, deer, horse, etc. are the animals which used to reproduce by giving birth to their young ones. To their young ones. Okay, so they reproduce by giving birth to their young ones. There are other examples like birds are there and the fishes are there which used to lay eggs. So, we can write it. Animals, the animals like birds and fishes used to lay eggs and then turned to young ones. Means first of all they used to lay egg and this egg get hatched by the parent itself and finally the young ones came out. Okay. So basically what happened, the birds they used to sit on the egg and here student they used to provide the temperature to the egg so that the egg hatched and when the egg hatched the young ones came out. So lot of birds are there student which used to lay egg including hens, pigeon is there. So hens, pigeon is there, pigeon, duck, crow, parrot, ostrich, they all lay eggs. Okay, they all lay eggs. And when these eggs get matured, okay, or when these eggs are hatched by the parent, by the mother, when these eggs are hatched, young ones came out. Okay, so young ones came out. Okay. So this basically happened in the process of the reproduction, the two different mode of reproduction.